Hi guys, welcome back to the Sanctuary. Monster big news today in the world of vintage comic books. CGC reports that back in January, one of the two 8.0 copies of Superman #1 sold for $5.3 million, far outpacing the last record sale for a comic book back in September 2021. That was Amazing Fantasy 15 in 9.6, which sold for $3.6 million. That makes you wonder, if a 8.0 copy of Superman #1 can sell for $5.3 million, what are those two 9.0 copies of Action Comics #1 worth now? What would they sell for? Or what would the mile-high copy of Action 1, which still remains unslabbed in a prominent collection in Virginia and reported to be maybe a 9.4, what would that sell for if it ever came to auction? Big numbers, people. Absolutely huge. Now you might wonder, why would Superman #1, which is essentially a reprint book, all it does is reprint stories that originally were published in Action Comics, the first few issues of Action Comics, why would that sell for such big money? Well, the problem with Superman #1 is it's scarce above 6.0. There are only 4 certified copies above 6.0, which is bananas. You look up any other key, and there are going to be a lot more copies graded higher than 6.0. So it's a really tough book, very tough book with an extremely iconic cover. I think when you think about Superman, that pose on Superman #1 really comes to mind. Now there is one weird thing about this particular issue and what's happened with this book. Since then, it's been regraded. The new owner resubmitted it to CGC and it went up to 8.5. So whereas before this book shared the top spot with another 8.0 copy, now it is the solo highest graded copy of Superman #1. The weird thing is, generally when you resub a book, it gets a new certification number. So what they do is they remove the old certification number out, it gets regraded, it gets a new certification number, and that's put in. Well, for some reason, and I have never seen this before, CGC used the same certification number for the upgrade, the 8.5 label, that they used for the 8.0 label, which was given over a decade ago. I don't know why they did it. I don't see the advantage to CGC or to the owner. So it seems like a weird thing to do. And maybe we'll learn why later. But for the time being, it is the only time literally I've ever heard of them doing that. And I can't imagine why they would do it. But exciting times for Golden Age Comics. If you've got keys, it's an extraordinary time to sell. I have no idea what the future holds. To be honest, I've been a Golden Age collector 30 years, but I have reined back my buying because I can't tell what's going on right now. I don't know if we're on a bubble that's going to burst or what, because, ever since the pandemic started, prices on keys and classic covers have just gone bananas. And so I don't feel like I have a strong enough handle on what's going to happen in the coming years to invest big money in a key right now. So unless I can search out and think of something that hasn't been accepted as a key yet, it might be in the future, I'm kind of reining in my spending. But for today, I'm just enjoying this sale. I think it's extraordinary. $5.3 million for Superman #1, when it was an 8.0, and now it's an 8.5. That's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please like this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.